Hi Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics, and today I have this cute little gift card holder, or it could be a cash holder. Around this time of year, as we're getting right before Christmas, I like to have different stocking stuffers or gifts ready. So this one, I'm using all of these cute little pieces. I mean, there's like a gazillion of them, and it's in the pack called Christmas Tags and More. And yes, you get these nice pre-cut tags that all you have to do is cut them out. And then you have a lot of different designer series paper in here that's really awesome. You've got checks, and you've got holly, and you've got some neutrals. And I've just been using this like a lot, and especially this red plaid one is what I'm loving for today. So what I used, let's see, what else can I tell you, is this stamp set, Festive Friends. I'm going to be saying, we wish you a Merry Christmas inside of our gift card. And let me show you how it opens. You just slide your belly band off and open it, and it says, we wish you a Merry Christmas. I have the cute tree, and that's from this set also. And then your gift card would fit in like this. And then I just have the designer series paper. This is the same piece of paper. All you do is cut it and then flip it. And Stampin' Up! Does all the work for you. It's all coordinated in the same colors, so it's going to look awesome. And let's see, what else can I tell you? And then, yes, I'm going to be using different little pieces that come in that designer paper to decorate the front. So let's get started. We'll put that aside. And I want to start with, let's see, another one in red. Okay, now, here's what my pieces are. Let's get this going. Okay, I took a piece of red cardstock that was 8.5 by 11, and I stayed on the 8.5 side, and I cut out my cardstock out 1 inch by 8.5, and then I did a 3.5 inch by 8.5. That's it. I pre-scored it at 2 inches on one side, which would be this one. I'll go ahead and crease it so you can see it. And then I turned the paper and I scored again at 2.5 on the other end. And now I just want to take my bone folder and just give it a good crease. And so as you see, this is going to become the pocket, the smaller side, and then this will overlap. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my liquid glue. You can use your tape runners, you can use your tearing tape. You're just going to put it on the two sides. Do not put it on the bottom here, because that's where your card's going to go in. And we're just going to close it up and seal it. And then I have my designer paper that I have cut 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 and 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. And the smaller one will go on this side, and I'm going to put this on the top. So again, I'm just going to take my glue. These go so fast. You'll be able to just knock out a bunch of them at one time. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Try to even it up there. And the same at the top. And you can use any paper any way you want. I have this. I just thought that this was great for what I'm doing. And we'll go ahead and crease that down. And then for the belly band, all I do is, now I want to take one of my gift cards. So let me get another one. I kind of keep old expired ones. Okay, I've got a Lowe's here. You want to put your gift card in before you do the belly band, because it's a little thick. And you don't want your belly band too tight where they can't get it off. So then I just lay it down, bend it up. Really no measuring involved here. You just want to make sure that when you do this, it's going to be even. And that's not going to be even, so let's pull that over. There, like that, and give it a crease. And then again, I just pull it out, take my little bone folder, give it a good crease. And I'm going to take just a dab of glue. Now, you can face this to the front or the back, whatever you want to do. I'm going to face it on the front because I'm decorating the front, so it's going to be covered and you're not going to see it. Okay, now, here's the pieces I'm using for this one. I decided to pull out a piece of my scrap paper that I had. I'd already used some of this for a card or something, and I just took, let's see, what size was this? This was my 1 3/4 inch round punch. And I just punched out a circle. And then I picked the candy canes up and I just put a dimensional on the back to pop it up. And I'm going to put another dimensional on the back to pop it up on my belly band. So that's the top. Let me get the other one. Just make sure that they are going to go on your belly band and not on the front of your card. And I'm just going to kind of do it right in the middle. And then you can slide this on like that. And you're done. And then if you want, you can decorate it. You can do Wink of Stella to make it sparkly. You can put some other things on it if you want. One thing I didn't show you yet, though, is I want to put a little saying in here. So I cut a piece of white cardstock, and it's 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And like I said, I'm using the tree, and I'm also going to use the little saying, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And the 2 colors I'm using, which are in this designer paper, is Garden Green and Real Red. So because I'm doing the background in red, I'm going to actually stamp in red, but I do want to do my tree in green. So let me go ahead and do the tree first. And let's get that straight. And just put it on there. There we go. And then I'm going to take my red, and I'm going to move my saying up a little bit. If you don't want to write in your card, then you can just center it, but I am going to probably write who it's to and who it's from. So I'm going to put it up a little higher like that. And then just again, let's close that up. I'm going to take my glue and just add that to the top. So when they open it, they'll see who it's from. And I'm going to put mine in stocking, so I don't need to put who it's to, but if you want to, there's also a to and from on this set. This is the Festive Friends. You can add a little snowflake if you want. I thought for the tree, I had some of these left over. These are Shimmer Star foam stickers. They came out around Halloween, and they have these beautiful white ones on top. So what I thought I'd do is I'd take a white one and just put it at the top of my tree like that. Just for a little decoration. And that's about all I did. And that's holding back for me because I usually use a lot of sparkle during the holidays. But now we'll add the belly band. Okay, and I'm going to bring in one more, and this time we're going to use Garden Green because I want to show you how you can just reverse the paper and have it work for you in a different color. And so I am taking the same paper. This cardstock was 1 inch by 8.5 for our belly band, and then 3.5 by 8.5 inches for our cardstock. I did already score this at 2 inches. And the top part I scored at 2.5, and so it's going to flap over like that. I'm going to go ahead and add my glue, and that way that can start drying. Remember, don't do that because that's where your card has to fit. And let's go ahead and let that dry. And then we're going to add our designer series paper, so we could flip it over like this and add. I'm going to add a few of these. I just thought that they were cute. So I don't know, I might want the green background for that and put the red down there. So let's go ahead and switch it up a little. And like I said, you can just play around with this. It's so versatile. There's so many combinations you could do. I just really love it. Okay, let's do that one. I like the liquid glue because I can always shift it around if I don't get it straight and get it where I want it and then press it down good. And then I'm going to flip that over and put my glue on this side this time. And let's do that. Because you just want to kind of opposite whatever colors you're going to be putting on top so it'll show better. And I think the red on the green would show better than on this kind of a busy pattern. I'm going to take my credit card, an old Amazon one, too bad it doesn't work anymore. First I want to do my stamp, so let's go ahead and do that. And again, garden green on the tree. Let's kind of straighten that out. And your grid paper is good for that, to get things straight. And then on the real red, I'm going to do my saying. Okay, let's get that straight again. And put my little star on my tree. There we are. And now we're ready for some glue. Okay, so now we're ready for the belly band. Remember, put your credit card in first just so you have enough looseness. Otherwise, your belly band might be kind of tight after you add the credit card, or why do I keep saying credit card? Gift card, if you add that later. So let's put this down just a little bit further. Okay, we got our ready for our belly band. Just gonna take an end and bring it up, kind of crease it, bring it down, make it even there, and crease it. And then I just like to give it again a little crease with my bone folder, even it up nice. And let's put a little glue. I like to do it up here instead of on my gift card holder, just so it doesn't get goopy. Okay, and then what I thought I would do is layer some of this. So I liked, let's see, I'm going to use a dimensional, and I'm going to pop up one of the little ornaments on top of one of the bigger ornaments. Maybe right there. And then I saw this cute little present, which kind of brings this brown color back up and the red, and I'm going to put that in the center. So I'm going to take one more dimensional, and let's see, I think it should go that way. Put that right in the center. And then we had this little green bow. I don't know if it's too much, but I was going to stick it right there. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue. Well, maybe I'll bring it around a little bit. Whoops. And just have that kind of overlapping like that. It's kind of colorful, right? And then see, it's going to go against the green, so it'll look really good. So let's go ahead and put dimensionals on that. Make sure it's down the middle where your belly band's going to be. And that hides that perfectly. And then when you're ready, you just slide it in there. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's drying. I didn't want to. There we go. And slide it. Okay, so now in the course of this video, we've made 3 different types. You can pick whichever one you like and reproduce it, or you can just keep going and making all different ones. Like I said, I have a whole tray of these pieces here. I have presents, I have big ornaments, small ornaments, I have wreaths, I have presents. What else? I have candy canes, the bells, the holly, stockings. I mean, there's just endless possibilities of what you can do. And again, I use the Festive Friends for the tree and for the saying. We wish you a Merry Christmas, or you could put to from, whichever way you want to do it. And the paper I was using is called Christmas Tags and More. I'm not sure if this is still available, but if not, just use paper that you have. And I used my inks, which are perfectly color coordinated to our paper. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and you enjoy this and you make some for your family and friends. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to ring the bell so you know the next time I make a video. Thanks and have a great day.